Fierce fighting intensifies around Ukraine's eastern city of Pokrovsk. Russian forces have for months been trying to close in on Pokrovsk, a road and rail hub. President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Friday that Ukrainian forces were facing fierce fighting around the city of Pokrovsk in the east, a logistics hub near which Russia has been announcing the capture of villages on an almost daily basis. Zelensky, speaking in his nightly video address, said Ukraine's top commander Alexander Syrsky told a meeting of senior officials that the situation around Pokrovsk was the current focal point of its attention in the war, which began when Russia invaded in February 2022. Ukrainian forces, he said, were also continuing to act in border areas in the northern Sumy region, where Russian troops have gained a foothold in recent weeks. Syrsky, in a separate report on the Telegram messaging app, described Pokrovsk and 5 other sectors as among the most difficult theaters along the 1,000-kilometer or 620-mile front. Russian forces have for months been trying to close in on Pokrovsk, a road and rail hub whose pre-war population of about 60,000 has been all but evacuated. Russia's defense ministry on Thursday announced the capture of 2 villages on either side of Pokrovsk, Zaporizhzhia to the west and Novokonomichny to the east. A third village near the city, Novotoretsk, was declared by Moscow to be liberated earlier in the week. Ukrainian officials have made no acknowledgement that the villages have changed hands. The General Staff of Ukraine's military said in an evening report that 2 of them, Zaporizhzhia and Novokonomichny, were in areas where Russian troops were trying to penetrate Ukrainian defenses. Meanwhile, 210th Assault Regiment destroys enemy recon group in Stepanirsk. The soldiers of the 1st Assault Battalion of the 210th Assault Regiment successfully neutralized an enemy sabotage and reconnaissance group that had infiltrated the city of Stepnohirsk in the Zaporizhzhia region, located just about 4 kilometers from the front line. Stepnohirsk meant the enemy group operated without heavy weapons or equipment. According to the released video footage, the enemy operated in small groups dispersed throughout the town. Ukrainian defenders eliminated them using artillery and drones. In one of the videos, an FPV drone can be seen flying through a narrow basement window of a multi-story building where a group of enemy infantry was hiding. As a result of a carefully planned assault operation with constant fire support, Ukrainian forces drove out the Russian occupiers without losses and fully regained control over positions in the town and its surroundings. The offensive operations in the Stepnohirsk area are being carried out by the units of the 429th Motorized Rifle Regiment, the 45th Guards Stetsnaz Brigade, the 125th Motor Rifle Regiment, and the 108th Guards Kuban Cossack Air Assault Regiment. Which specific unit attempted to establish a foothold directly within the town has not yet been clarified. It was recently reported that the soldiers of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, the Freedom of Russia region, carried out a successful ambush on militants from the Akhmat unit near the village of Velyka Bilozerka on the temporarily occupied Zaporizhzhia region. On July 17, the Legion's soldiers conducted a deep raid, more than 30 kilometers into enemy rear lines. During the operation, they destroyed a designated target and returned to friendly territory without losses. During the ambush, the fighters mined a vehicle regularly used by the enemy and detonated it at the appointed time. In its Tuesday morning situation update, Ukraine's joint forces, Khortytsia Command, The main headquarters for operations along the Eastern Front reported Russian air and rocket artillery strikes were intensifying in its area of responsibility, although Ukrainian forces armed with drones and artillery, much of it domestically manufactured, are generally able to stop and inflict heavy casualties on Russian ground attacks. Shortages of Ukrainian combat aircraft and especially long-range anti-aircraft missiles allow Russian bombers to launch glide bombs at Ukrainian positions with near impunity. Ukraine's Western allies have promised Ukraine more air defense assistance, but with the exception of tiny quantities of a French-Italian anti-aircraft system called SAMP-T, don't produce long-range air defense systems at all. The United States, a new ambivalent supporter of Ukrainian resistance to Russia, last week promised Ukraine advanced Patriot air defense systems, a highly effective weapon provided by some other nation besides the US paid for it.
Zaporizhzhia.